Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us right here. We are doing it live. That's right, live right here on the HoustonTejanoHits.com Facebook page, ladies and gentlemen. Well, good evening to everybody out there that's tuned in. All right, check this out, man. We've got a great guest here tonight with us right here on the live, and we definitely they want to share this with you guys and everybody that's tuned in right now to the show. We want you to let's see here, share the live. All right, okay. Pete Astudillo is my guest tonight right here, and we're doing it live right here once again on our Facebook page. Let me bring him aboard right here so he can join us right here on stage. Lots to talk about, a lot of great stuff happening right now, new music. We're going to jump into all that in this short, quick hour right here. Once again, I'm Keth Leal from HoustonTejanoHits.com. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Pete Astudillo, the legendary Pete Astudillo. Welcome aboard once again, my brother.
Jesus, I got legendary this time. Jeez, man. They think they're moving up in the world, my brother.
It's been a minute. And we're both.
I was gonna tell you, you gotta excuse me a little bit. I'm a little under the weather. I don't know if it's allergies, if it's a summer cold, summer breeze. I don't know what it is, but you gotta excuse me. I got my water here ready. But Keith, thank you so much for the generosity you always show me, sharing this podcast with all your listeners out there and allowing me to be part of it. Saludo para toda la raza, donde sea que nos estén escuchando, nos estén viendo. Un saludo muy cordial, and I hope you guys are doing well.
Yes, and always great to have him on the show. We had just touched before the show. It's been a few years since we had Pete on. I know he's got a lot that's happened since there. It's been a couple of years, not too well. I haven't even probably about a little over a year, I would say. Not 2 years to be exact. Probably about a year. Pero como quiera, he's got before we jump into what you've got out right now, we want to touch bases on the collaboration that you did with David Lee Garza también.
Yeah, that was towards the end of last year, December. I want to say David Lee, un saludo para David Lee, all the David Lee fans out there. David Lee Garza, el Godfather, man, el Padrino, one of the pioneers of this industry, the hit maker, man, the star maker. David Lee Garza, legendary. And we've been friends for a long time, and he's been always asking me for music. It almost became an ongoing joke that he was like, hey, when are you going to get some songs? And I would always tell him, I sent you some songs. I give them to so-and-so or to so-and-so. And like, I never got them because I never got them. And I go, are you serious? And then last year, actually further back, David I did a little country song, a little crazy little country song called I Want to Party Like It's 2019. That had to do kind of towards the end of the pandemic and kind of moving forward and being positive and just let's get going again, after the pandemic. And David played on that song, and he said again, hey, dude, do you have any songs? We're going to get in the studio. And I said, you know what? This time I'm going to send them to you directly. So I'm going to get you, let's exchange. I already had his number. Like, I'm going to send him to you. I'm not going to send him to Joey. I'm not going to send him to Danny. I'm not going to send to anyone but you. And that's what happened. Last year, le mandé unas canciones a David, and he decided to do the song Haces Falta Tú. And they did an amazing job on it, all the guys. And I remember, I sent them the song, they sent me the arrangement, and Cesar cantando, obviamente, doing a fantastic job. And then he goes, hey, man, would you like to sing on it? And I go, are you freaking kidding me? I said, are you freaking kidding? Dude, I was just happy that you did one of my songs. It was always a dream of mine.
Right.
But to sing on the song with you, it says that, and the guys, man, yes, double yes. And I went over to Freddie Records, the legendary studios. And thanks to all the guys at Freddie for being so kind and so generous and showing me a great time there. We recorded the song. It came out at the end of the year, and it did really good for David, for me, and it was a collaboration that I've been wanting to do for a long time. And God willing, we'll continue to work with David Lee.
Yeah, and it's still being played across the state. You know what I mean? So it's still there out there. I mean, it's a great song. Well, great collaboration.
If you haven't seen it, the video has been out since December, I think. So it's been out over half a year. So go check it out. Haces Falta Tú, de David Lee Garza, Los Musicales, featuring me, the little Pete.
Little Pete. So Pete,
Yeah.
and that's not all that's been going on right now. It's that we want to jump into it right now. You've got a great song that's out right now. It's the "Goodbye Texas Tornado." That's one of the main reasons you're on the show with us here tonight as well. Where did that idea for this song come from? "Goodbye Texas Tornado." I know we know the entire story there with Flaco and whatnot, but how did this come together?
Compadre, fíjate que I know people when we started kind of working on it, and when I first showed it to people, like, hey, they were kind of like, I mean, I love all kinds of music, man. I mean,
Yeah.
and as Tejanos, I think that's the beauty about being a Tejano there, that we have that influence from Mexico and from this side of the border where we are born. And we have both sides of the border that we take from. And I think that's the beauty of our music, Tejano music. I mean,
Hmm.
you get the Ligarza, he does a lot of country. Emilio back in the day did country, and Ram, Jay Perez, and
Yeah.
Salgado. So, we always, I like to dabble in different things, and I kind of go with the flow where it takes me. This song started literally the day that Flaco passed away, man. I was here in Laredo, donde vivo, and I was already very sad already because a very close aunt of mine, mi tía Cristina, was on her deathbed. So we had been spending time with her, kind of literally waiting for her to move on to a better life. So I
Right.
was
Right.
really bummed, and I was here in my house, and I was literally sitting in my little TV room, and I see the social media like Flaco Jimenez, like, oh man. And I was like,
Yeah.
God, can this day get any worse? Like,
Right.
what a
Yeah.
hard news. And we weren't good friends. We knew each other. And, I had met him. I had met the Tornadoes back in the day. So we were, like I said, we weren't friends. We were like buddies. But I mean, I had a lot of respect for them. I loved what they did, what they represented. And I always wanted to work with Flaco. And
Hmm.
I never got to, man. I never got to. Me quedé con las ganas. And I remember saying, I was talking to myself, which I do a lot, and I literally think I said, I never got to work with you. Goodbye, Texas Tornado. We'll meet again. And when I said it, it really hit me, man. Like, wow, like
Hmm.
I felt kind of something. Like, goodbye,
Yeah.
Texas
Yeah.
Tornado. Y me pegó, man. Like, wow, man, that really, I felt something.
Right.
And throughout the whole day, it just stayed in my head. Goodbye, Texas Tornado. Goodbye, Texas Tornado. But as you know what, this would be a really nice title for a tribute for Flaco.
Hmm.
And literally at that moment, I started brainstorming about the song. And Flaco, I think, got buried a week later. I think it took about a week after me from his passing to when they buried him. And literally before he had passed away, I had written the song. Uh, and
Wow.
the verses, the chorus. I'm not a musician. I write a lot in my head, believe it or not. Hence the talking to myself a lot. And I had written pretty much the song in my head, and I recorded it on my phone, and had the verses. And usually when we write something at the beginning, then we just keep dabbling with it or tinkering with it. But the structure was about 80% was there. And I said, man, I really want to share this with the family. I want to go to their service,
Yeah.
and I mean, I don't know, at least write it on a paper and give it to the family. I don't know. I just wanted, I felt the need to do
To
something.
do
But
something.
then,
Yes.
but then my tia passed away. So then I had to deal with my family, and I put that to the side. I didn't go to the service, but it stayed in my head. So a little later on, I called a good buddy of mine, Rene Gasca, from the Houston area, actually. Um, este, Rene is an incredible musician. He's a trumpet player, arranger, producer. He played on Selena's No Me Queda Más. He did the trumpets for No Me Queda Más, Biri Biri Bam Bam, Fotos y Recuerdos. He did Luna
Hmm.
Llena for Elida Reina, La Mafia, Si Tú Supieras, and all that. Incredible guy.
Wow.
I called him up. He vivía aquí en Laredo. Le dije, no, you know what? Let me put this thing together, man. I got a little idea. I want to tinker with his song, and I kind of want to do a Texas Tornado style because it's for Flaco. And it's funny because Rene, we've been working for a while now. And anytime I send him something, it's, of course, it's a really rough draft. It's me literally singing a cappella or with a beat behind me. And he always tells me the same thing. Because you know what? When you send me songs, I never like them. But then when we finished them, man, they sound good. So I guess it's always a good sign for you not to like my music at the beginning. That's a good sign. So we start putting it together, and I called some camaradas here de Laredo también, Billy Thatcher, Bajo Sesto, great guitar player. I call my nephew Manny is a great little drummer, guitar player, singer. You can put a little drum, something like little. Because you know what? I'm gonna give you like a little Dwight Yoakam. You know that song he did with Dwight Yoakam? I'm gonna do a little shuffle like that. He goes, do what do you want, mijo? And we put it together and we got a little demo, man. Like, what? This sounds pretty damn good, man.
Yeah.
We're being a little demo, a little home studio demo. And then I was saying, you know what? I think we can do something with this on a bigger scale, like in a huge as a studio, and invite some camaradas. And the first people that came to my mind, I said, well, who used to work with Flaco? The Tex Maniacs. I want to say that they were the last band that Flaco literally worked with, before he got sick and started and retired, because of his health. So I said, what? I'm going to call Max Vaca and the Maniacs. They were si se animan. And I couldn't find him for a little bit. But then I got a hold of Joe Trevino, who's the owner of Blue Cat Studios, where Flaco used to record a lot in San Anto. And I kind of told him everything I just told you. And he goes, do you have a demo, Pete? Dije, yeah, I have a demo. Mándamelo. Quiero escuchar. And I sent it to Joe T, like, Pete, this is nice. This is good. This is really good. He goes, the Maniacs have to do this with you. He goes, I can't find Max. He goes, no, marito, te lo encuentro. And sure enough, a little later on, I talked to Max. He goes, Petey, I'm sorry, man. I was super busy. I've been working here, working there. No te preocupes, I understand. I told him the same story again. He goes, send me a demo if you have something. Y se lo mando, and he like calls me back. He goes, Pete, this is great, man. We're in. We'll work with you on this one. Y órale. And this was already kind of October, I think, probably moving into November. So I said, let's let the holidays pass, and el año que viene.
Yeah.
Está bueno todo. He goes, yeah, let's do that. And then I want to see about a couple of weeks later, or a little later, I was talking to Chris Perez, because we were working on a tribute that we did for Selena, que se llama El Ritmo Se Acabó, and Chris Perez plays guitar on that. If you haven't heard it, go check it out. El Ritmo Se Acabó, featuring Chris Perez. It's a tribute that I did for Selena last year. And we were talking about that, and in conversation, he goes, well, what else are you doing? And then I proceed to tell him everything I just told you about Flaco and his band, the Maniacs, and I kind of wanted to invite him, but I was a little hesitant. Like, mi compadre is always so busy and stuff, and I was like a little shy, a little gun shy, and I kind of like, wow, what do you think? La 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 la. He goes, do you have a demo? And he goes, and I go, yeah, I have a little demo that I put together. He goes, send it over, man. So I sent it over to Chris, and not even 10 minutes later, he called me, dude, I want to work on this. This is awesome. He goes, are you serious? He goes, yes, man, I like it a lot.
Nice.
Cool, man. We're going to start next year. And I want to see a couple of weeks later, he called me, goes, dude, I can't get that melody out of my head. He goes, it's in my head, the little melody from the song. And he goes, you know what? I've been working with Louis, the singer, who's an up-and-coming Latino country singer from the Dallas Fort Worth. Actually, he's doing really, really good, man. And Chris has been working with him on and off, production, performing with him for the last 2 years, I think. And he goes, hey, dude, you think should we invite Louis to join the production? I go, heck yeah, man, hey man, So we bring Louis, and he was the final member of this crazy bunch. And we went into the studio at Blue Cat with Joe Trevino, where that was Flaco's home away from home. And we put this song together around March. I can't remember well. It was early this year.
Early this year.
And we put it together. We started working on it. Then from Blue Cat, we went over to Chris's studio at his house. We put the finishing touches on it with Chris on guitar and electric guitar. Then we brought in Rene Gasca again to do some trumpets, kind of a mariachi style, to bring out the Latino feel. And we came up with this song, Goodbye Texas Tornado, that we literally just released July 31st on Flaco's first year anniversary, and we did it in San Antonio. They had an exhibition in San Antonio honoring Flaco at one of the colleges, Alamo colleges. and the family was there, fans were there, so we thought it was appropriate to announce it there, and we showed the video too for the first time. And but now the song is out. The song is out. Yeah. It's on all digital platforms, and the video is also out. That was also filmed in areas of San Antonio, but mostly at Blue Cat Studios, which I say that was people know that was Flaco's home away from home when he was recording.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And that's how we came up with it. And also I forgot we got Babo, who's Chris's producer and engineer also, and he was doing the box organ, kind of like what Augie Myers used to do. So we wanted to pay tribute to them, do it in their style, but add our own onda. Of course, Chris is a big rocker. Louis got his own, the Tex Maniacs. Excuse me. But they have the Texas Tornado sound, and a lot of people don't know, but Max Baca from the Tex Maniacs played with the Texas Tornadoes.
Yeah.
It was kind of a full circle moment.
Full circle moment, I would say. Yes, definitely. Yes. So when you first heard the finished version, what were your thoughts once you put everything together? And minus the demos and all that other stuff. Once you heard the finished product,
I kind of got emotional, man, because like I said, it started kind of like me by myself, and then along the journey of a year, people started coming in and putting in their, contributing to the song, and it came together beautifully, very organically, as people say nowadays. Yeah. But it really was, man, and everybody puso lo de ellos. I mean, todos apoyamos. We did it as a group effort, and I'll be honest with you, I'm very proud of it. I think we achieved, or at least I think what I was going for, and I think the guys were on the same page. And I think everybody was really happy with the final product. But at the end of the day, compadre, I can be as happy as hell. They can be happy as hell. We all can be jumping and doing cartwheels. But at the end of the day, it's the fans, it's the audience that matters. So that's who I'm concerned about. Do they like it? And like I said, this is a tribute to Flaco. But at the end of the day, we also wanted to make it a tribute to all the Tornadoes. Augie, Doug, Freddie, para todos, because the song really, I think, represents all of them. The troubadours, the trailblazers in their respective fields, and then they came to do something really cool, which in hindsight, or it's kind of ironic because that's kind of how we came together. I started on my own, but in Rene Gasca, the Maniacs, Chris Perez, the Louis. So you got the rocker and the cowboy and the Maniacs, and then me and the mariachi guy, and I go, hey, it's kind of like the Tornadoes, kind of, sort of. And so it really, dude, honest to God, it's a labor of love. I did it, de puro corazón, a tribute to him. He's one of these guys. I'm sure most people know about him, either through his conjunto roots or to the Tornado roots, or the Tejano roots. But a lot of people don't know, man. This guy, man, he's a trailblazer. He worked with, Willie Nelson, Vi Yoakum, Buck Owens. He worked with Bob Dylan, the Rolling Stones. So this guy is like an amazing man, but he was so low key. I think he was kind of an unsung hero, and I wanted to give him his flowers and give him the credit he deserves, and also maybe educate a little bit the people of who Flaco Jimenez. I'm not saying nobody knows him, but give him a little bit more about his life, and give him the respect he deserves. Yeah, and all the Tornadoes for that matter.
And for that matter, yeah, for sure. Now, Goodbye Texas, guys. We have the video. The song is out. It's available to stream on all platforms. So make sure you guys go out there and add it to your playlist también. Yes, you got to go pick it up. And we have the video. We're going to share the video right now, so that way he can take a break. A couple minute break. 3 minutes and 55 seconds to be exact, guys. All right. So we'll be right back here with some more.
I'll go get a glass of wine. Ahí te vengo.
Check this one out, guys. Goodbye Texas right here. This is the Tex Maniacs, Chris Perez and Louis the Singer. Featuring, of course, on vocals there we got Mr. Pete Astudillo también, guys. All right, so check this video out and we'll be right back here in a few short minutes. Take it.
1, 2, 3, 4.
stone, in cantinas and honky tonks. He gave his heart, he shared his soul. El flaco nos entregó el cuerpo y alma, el corazón, con su voz y su acordeón. Ay, todo el mundo lo escuchó. Goodbye, Texas tornado. Adiós, accordion king. And thank you for all of the memories. And long live your legacy. Goodbye, Texas tornado. Adiós, accordion king. Vaya con Dios, mi amigo. Vaya con Dios hasta el fin. This is for you, Flacco. Freddie. Doug. Hockey. Respect. Hey to Chris. Let me hear you, Louie. The sunshine, not the sun. Your Flacco played the heaven side. Your music took us way beyond the border. You're the Rio Grande. Goodbye, Texas tornado. Adios, accordion king. Thank you for all the memories. Long live your legacy. Goodbye, Texas tornado. Adiós, accordion king. Vaya con Dios, mi amigo. Vaya con Dios hasta el fin. Goodbye, Texas tornado. Adiós, accordion king. And thank you for all of the memories. And long live your legacy. Goodbye, Texas tornado. Adiós, accordion king. Vaya con Dios, mi amigo. Vaya con Dios, music man. Y vaya con Dios, mi amigo. Vaya con Dios hasta el fin. Vaya con Dios, mi amigo. Vaya con Dios, my old friend.
Awesome video right there, man. Great production, man. Dude, awesome, dude. It was just a killer all the way around, man. You guys had some great talent. You were surrounded by great talent. Put it that way. As well.
I was surrounded for puro Grammy Award winners, man. You know how many Grammys were there on that little porch?
On that little porch.
Yeah, man. It's like Grammy Central there, man. And then Flaco Jimenez himself, he has like 5 or 6, I think. So, but the talent, the maniacs, Josh, Max, Noe, of course, Chris Perez, Louis the singer, Babo, Rene Gasca. These are guys. They've been doing this a long time. Some more than others, like me. I'm the oldest one in there, I think. But this is a group of guys that I mean, can play with the best of them, have done it, played with the best of them. And we got together to do this. It's a labor of love. Puro cariño, puro respeto. And honest to God, the video, I wanted it to be very simple in a way. I said, it's not like we choreographed. Like, no, you know what? Let's just jam. It's like we just showed up and everybody grabbed something. Let's jam out. And
jam out, yeah.
You gotta give it that live feel. And even the recording, and it's a studio recording, obviously, but I still wanted to, when we were mixing it, I would tell Babu and Chris and all that, let's get that rawness, kind of almost like a raunchy in a
Yeah,
good
yeah.
way. I don't know how to put it. To me, the Tornadoes they weren't polished, but they were so damn good,
Damn
man.
good. Yeah.
And they were so entertaining, and that's what I wanted to capture in this song. And I think the guys, all of them, I
Did a
think
hell of a
everybody was,
job.
including Joe Trevino and Blue Cat, of course, Clef, the videographer. I think he did a great job. And como digo, más que nada, respeto, gratitude, and to a man that paved the way for all of us.
Yes, definitely. The song is out, guys. Again, the video también. Goodbye, Texas Tornado. Featuring Mr. Pete Astudillo. And you heard there as Tex Maniacs, Chris Bettis, Louis the Singer. You guys got to go out there and stream that song, add it to your playlist. Okay, it's out. As well as all the other stuff that he's got out right now. The collab that he did with David Lee Garza. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. We're going to dig into something here in just a moment. But what were you going to say?
I'm going to tell everybody out there listening, and call your local Tejano station to play the song. Also call the country station. Say, hey, play the new song by Pete, Chris, the Maniacs, and Louis the Singer. I think when this could easily, I mean, I'm very optimistic. Could branch out into country Americana, which is what the Tornadoes did. Which is kind of, I love for it to hear it on country radio Americana and Texas country. So if you're listening out there, DJs, program directors, give us a chance. That's what we're asking for.
That's all they're asking for, you guys.
Give these little Mexicans a chance.
For sure. Yeah, go out there and call your local radio station, guys, wherever you may be located at, man, and tell them to play the song for sure. And a big shout out going out to us, a good buddy of ours here, Mr. Juan Trevino from here in Houston, Texas. Another Grammy Award winner.
Juan Trevino, the writer?
Yes, the songwriter.
Juan, un saludo. I was just talking to him yesterday.
See?
He has a great new song too out there. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember the name. I apologize, Juan. But if you can write it down, a beautiful song. He showed it to me yesterday. I hope it's out. Maybe I'm.
No, he just had one released. I would say probably about a little over maybe a week and a half ago. Week and a half, 2 weeks ago. Yeah. So it's the fairly probably the one that.
Go support Juan Trevino, great writer también, great singer. So,
Gracias por tu amor. He put it down there. Gracias por tu amor. Yeah, that's the name of the song. So yes, definitely, and he'll be on the show very, very soon, guys. He doesn't know that yet, but he'll definitely. Good guy, man. He's a great guy. So we're going to have him aboard very, very soon también. He's already on the schedule, and it's the great guy. He's always sharing some great stories también, man. Very, very talented at that. So
and a great writer, man. Great writer.
También. Yes. Amazing. Melo Hernandez, saludos. Appreciate you tuning in. So now, guys, I know there's a lot of you guys out there that are watching and wanted to get some inside scoop or not. But let's get Pete's story on what's going on right now with the brand new song. Like I said, you've been writing songs and you have for decades. When you write today, do you approach songwriting differently than you did when you were younger?
I don't think I approach it differently. I think my experience, my age, my wisdom, if I have any, I mean, we're supposed to get wiser with age. Sometimes it doesn't seem like it, though.
It doesn't seem like it, right? Yeah.
I've been doing this for over 40 years, man. I've been in the music business for over 40 years. And I've learned a lot from the best. Celina Los Dinos was my school. It was my elementary, my junior high, my college, my university, my master's degree. Celina Los Dinos, I learned everything that I know from them. When I joined that band, I was greener than green, but they took a chance on me. And I think they saw something in me that I didn't even see in myself, I believe, sometimes. But they took a chance. Yeah. So I have gratitude to the Quintanilla family, to AB, Suzette, Mr. Quintanilla, Mrs. Quintanilla, may he rest in peace, and of course the rest of the Dinos, Chris, Ricky Vela, Joe, some of the Dinos that you all don't even know, Jesse Ibarra, Roger Cantu, some of the guys that weren't at the end, but I was lucky enough to work with all of them, and I learned a little bit from all of them. I think my writing style, of course, as we get older and you get more experience, you polish up your things or you learn tricks of the trade. And I've tried to learn from Ricky, from AB. Of course, AB is an amazing writer, producer, and from other people that I've met along the way. But I think the only thing that's just, I mean, it's just the years, uh, my experience. Again, like I said, I've lived a little longer. I've experienced things more. But I think it's the same approach. I go from the heart, and I try to take from my own personal experiences, so it'll be real. It'll be
Yeah.
authentic. Yeah. I mean, we make up things sometimes. I mean, we're writers,
Yeah.
for God's sake. But a lot of the songs that I've written or co-written, it's really I try to take. We've all been heartbroken. We've all broken somebody's heart before. We've loved without being loved, and somebody has loved us without us loving them. So we've all felt those feelings, and it's just a matter of digging in
Right.
and expressing those feelings and saying the things that maybe not everybody else can express. And that's the beauty of a writer, that we say what people are thinking but can't say. So that's what, to me, when somebody comes up to me for any song for that matter, like successful, not successful, popular, not popular, and they say to me, dude, that song is like you wrote it for me. I hear it, and that's word for word, that's me. To me, those are the most beautiful words a songwriter can hear.
Yeah. Wow.
When you connect at that level.
Connect that to somebody, for sure. So now we have to talk about. But go ahead. Go. What were you going to say? You were going to say something else?
I was started crying.
No. The legendary.
And again, I'm a little sentimental. I'm like, there was a song that I wrote with Ricky Vela, an amazing writer, it's called Astudillo Romántico for El Grupo Más.
Nice.
And I'm kind of that stupid romantic, man. I believe in romance. I believe in love. I cry a little harder. I feel a little harder. I think I love a little harder. And sometimes when you love a little harder, you can get hurt a little harder. So I think that's the sentiment side of me, and I think that helps me. I'm an estúpido romántico. What can I say?
What can you say? So if you guys are just joining us, make sure you share the live. We are talking right now. I stay with Mr. Pete Astudillo, all right? He is here live on the show here on Houston's Tejano Hits Facebook page. Check this out, guys. Now we have something to talk to Pete about right now. This is, this is huge. This is very, very huge. Karol G and Alguien que te amaba. Okay, that's a song that well, basically, let's talk about how you got involved to actually put your name on that song. Is to co-write the song, right?
Yeah, I co-wrote the song. But it's one of those things. It came out of left field. It's a blessing that I didn't expect, and I'm incredibly grateful to Edgar Barrera, to Karol G, of course, all the team, everybody that they work in this production. And honest, I won't tell you too many details, but in a nutshell, Edgar Barrera literally contacted me through social media, and I thought it was a joke. And I thought it was a joke because.
What do you think? It was spam. It was spam. Somebody.
Because anybody can make up an account, and Edgar Barrera is not that weird of a name,
Yeah.
And for the last 2 or 3 years, when I do interviews, especially nowadays anywhere, but in the Valley for sure, I would always, when I would do an interview and they go like, well, who do you want to work with? And I would always joke around, but say, hey, Edgar Barrera, if you're listening, hey, give me a call, dude. But I would really, honestly, God would say it as a joke, because this guy, he's like the golden boy right now, man. He's like, he can do no wrong. He's writing amazing music for so many people in every genre, English and Spanish. So I would say it as a joke, and I at least say it a few times. And I should ask him one of these days if that was the reason he called me, and somebody, because I would always say, and if anybody knows that guy, tell him to give me a call, man. I want to work with him. And it was again a joke, or maybe that I just put it out there in the universe. I don't know, man. What do they call it? You manifest it. I don't know. Maybe I did, sin querer queriendo, como el Chavo del Ocho. But he literally reached out to me through Instagram. I thought it was a joke. I thought I was getting punked, and he was just very cordial, very nice, very gracious, man. You know, I'm very a big fan of yours, and I love what you did with Selena. I love what you and AB, Chris. I mean, Ricky, is Suzette, all the guys. You guys were amazing. You guys were a big influence on me. Like, well, thank you so much, man. And I reciprocated. You know, you're kicking butt, man. You're the man now. And he goes, no, I just wanted to tell you that and say hello. And y así quedó. And that was weird. Okay. And then a little later on, he sent me a message. And again, how are you, man? How you been? What are you working on? Like, no, pues aquí estamos. Órale, qué buena onda. Pues. And, well, gusto saludarte. And like that. Yeah, it's a prank. And I'm just going to go with it, whatever. And then, like, but finally, I think at one point, he goes, you know what? Why don't we chit-chat one of these days? You sure, man? Here's my number. Háblame. And he's from the valley, so he's, you know, like me, you know, talk Spanish, English, de la frontera. And he called me like, a la mais, it is him, you know. What's going on, man? And we just started talking and getting to know each other a little bit. And bottom line, dude, he just goes like, he goes, I really like what you do. He goes, would you be interested in a writing session? And I go, really? He goes, yeah. He goes, I'm going to be in Texas. He goes, I'm in LA right now, in Miami. And I go like, oh, yeah, okay, show off. I'm in Laredo.
I'm in Robstown. I'm in Robstown.
And proud. No, and I go like, yes, of course. Mira, tú háblame. I'm really not that busy. I'm not performing at the moment. So I got plenty of time. I'm doing some production. Pero And bottom line, that's the way it started. We set a date. I ended up going to the Valley, and I won't get into too many details, but the rest is history. And this is where we are now after a session in McAllen, which I never. I mean, it was. I swear to God, I'm literally carrying goosebumps here because it was like it's really. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know where I come from. I come from a Tejano legend, Selena. You know, I know where I came from. I'm Latino. I'm from Latinos. I've been incredibly blessed to have written songs with AB Quintanilla, Selena's brother, of course, like Amor Prohibido, La Carcacha, Como la Flor, Tecnocumbia, Baila esta Cumbia. With Selena, I wrote Peri Peri Pam Pam. With Ricky Vela, you know, with Estúpido Romántico. So I know where I come from. So I'm not saying I'm starstruck, but I guess this is the new generation you know, he's the generation of producers, writers, and Carol G, pues she's the new generation now. You know, kind of what we were doing then, they're doing it now, and it was kind of cool. Like, wow, man, I know that, you know, they know that I've written pretty cool stuff in the past, but they need to take notice of you and say, let's do something now. It was really cool. It was. I don't want to say it was validation because I've never felt unvalidated. But it was just, I guess I'm like, it's like now, you know, all of the work that I did with Selena, that was in the 90s. I mean, that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
But this is the new generation. So I felt kind of cool. It made me feel good.
Yeah. Well, of course. I mean, I would feel the same way. You know, take us inside the songwriting room. Though, what part of the song there has Pete Astudillo's fingerprints on it?
There's a lot. It was a combination of all three of us. And like I said, I can't say too much about it because, you know, I need you know, the way we did it. I'm kind of only allowed to say so much, but we did it together. We did it together. You know, you like kind of like any other song, you brainstorm. Okay, what do we got? You know, let's talk about love. You know, let's talk about heartbreak and kind of just take it. But this guy's amazing. He's an amazing writer. Carol G lo mismo también. So I'll be honest with you. On my side, I was nervous. I'm not gonna lie, which is kind of weird, man, for me to be. Nervous.
I mean.
But I really don't write too much that way. I don't do writing sessions with people. I either write on my own or write with people like back in the day, that people that were literally family to me, Ricky Vela, Selena, AB. I wrote a lot of my stuff with AB. I've done some stuff with Chris Perez, and so for me to just to go and go ride with, in a way, kind of strangers, because I didn't know them. It was kind of bizarre world, but once I got there, I felt comfortable. We talked, we started to get to know each other, and we kind of little by little got into it, and then we just started like brainstorming, like where do we go?
Where to go?
And
Yeah.
bottom line, it was just a collaboration from all of us. And I think they were excited to be with me. I think there was excitement in the air, and it was kind of like, as everybody knows, and she stated it so many times, Carol G is a mega Selena fan. And and like I said, Edgar, he told me, good man, I grew up with you guys. Selena Lodinos and the work you guys did, AB and Ricky and Chris and Joe and Suzette, and so it was like it was kind of reciprocal. I was excited to be there because this is the new generation, and they were kind of excited to be with me because that was like the past that they're fans of. So it was really a cool moment. It was really, really cool moment. And then I'll speak for myself. Once I got settled in, I got a little comfortable, and okay, I got my breath. Come on. Okay, let's go. Come on.
You're more relaxed now. Yeah.
It took a while to get relaxed and kind of fall into the moment, because I'll be honest, it was a big moment for me. Like I said, on another note, I really don't do stuff like that. Like I said, I write a lot of stuff on my own, or when I do ride with people, it's people that I les tengo mucha confianza, that I've worked with for a long time. So this was a very unique experience that I am very proud of, and man, I didn't see it coming, to be honest with you. And man, and I think the proof is in the pudding, man. That the song came out Thursday at midnight. And it is the talk of the town, and a lot of people are digging it. A lot of people, of course, the Selena comparisons are que no se diga. And again, Carol's a huge Selena fan. Before this song, she did Mi Ex Tenía Razón, where she openly admitted that she wanted that 90s Selena sound for that song, and that was all intentional. And I want to say this song was kind of the same thing. I mean, why else would you bring in one of the writers for Selena if you didn't want to get that sound?
If you didn't want to get that sound, yeah, correct.
I don't think it was a mystery or like, let's do it very subtle. No, but you got one of the writers that used to work with Selena and Davey and Ricky. So that's the sound that we're looking for. I mean, we accomplished what we were looking for.
Yeah. Definitely accomplished that. And we got a lot of great comments that are coming through that they love the song. A lot of people out there are saying that they love the song. It's the Double J's morning show as well. It's the Joey Leal también is tuned in right there. It's the Lupe Longoria Munoz over in Austin, Texas. That's right. Well, some good friends from Tejano.com as well. The song with Carol G was just amazing. So I mean, we're getting a great response from a lot of people out there that are watching the show. Kiana también, New Mexico, everywhere, big shout out to all you guys.
The response is worldwide, my brother.
She huge.
Was number one on Spotify. She was number one. You name it. It was her album. And I'm not just saying it because of this song, of course.
No.
You got collaborations with Bruno Mars. You got collaborations with Drake. Of course, this is she's one of the top artists in the world right now. She's on a stadium tour. I mean, a stadium
tour, not a club tour.
Yeah, a stadium tour. I mean, I think that should tell you everything. And to me, like I said, I know there's a little bit of buzz about the whole Tejano. I don't want to get too much into it, but I will address this. Usually people, when they jump into other genres, which we all do. Selena's goal was to jump into pop. Emilio's goal was to jump into country. We're always looking for, bigger audiences, more opportunities. And that's the goal, to take our music, in that case, Selena's music or Emilio's music or Ram or Jay Perez or whoever, whomever, La Mafia, Mas, you always want to, bigger audiences, you want to expand your base. And it's always to go to a bigger market. to maybe make more money, to share the music with a bigger audience. In this case, she's kind of doing the opposite.
Hmm.
She's doing a style of music that, in her case, it's a smaller market than what she does. Tejano music is a smaller genre than what she does. I mean, our Tejano heydays of the 90s and even 2000s, I mean, we've had our ups and downs, We've had incredible highs and, we had some lows. And I think Tejano's coming back. I really do feel that it is. But my point is, what she has done, she went and did a song in a market that's a smaller market than hers. I mean, so to me, that just shows that she's doing it because she really loves Selena. She
Hmm.
really loves the style. And she wanted to do something just because she wanted to do it because she loved it. She wasn't
Yeah.
coming over here and said, I'm going to go and get rich over there. She's already rich.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
this is a smaller market than what she usually does. So for her to do
Exactly.
that, to me, only means that she's doing it from the right place. She's doing it from the bottom of her heart. People are calling it a tribute to Selena. I don't think it's a tribute to Selena. She loves Selena, of course. I
Hmm.
think Ex tenía razón. She did say that with a tribute to Selena. I think this is a continuation of something she loves to do, as simple as that.
Yeah.
She loves to do cumbias. She loves the Tejano style. And she said, mi ex tenía razón had so much, and I'm just guessing, because, mi ex tenía razón tuvo tanto éxito. Let's do another one that style.
Yeah.
And of course, again, she's a huge Selena y los Dinos fan. So I
Hmm.
think what she's doing it from the right place, from the bottom of her heart, and she's bringing so much attention to our
Yeah.
market, so much needed attention, giving us a shot of energy, a shot of youth, because her audience is really youth oriented.
Hmm.
So, in a way, maybe some other chavalada out there right now that maybe thought Tejano wasn't that cool, maybe after this song, it says, hey, Tejano is pretty cool, man. Let me give it another listen. Maybe I'll start singing Tejano, maybe I'll start listening to other Tejanos in the market, the
Yeah.
other women, Elida, Shelly, este, Elsa Garcia, she's, Elsa's making a comeback. Saludo para Elsa. And
Hmm.
congratulations to all the women in the market. Jennifer Peña, Isabel Marie. I mean, there's so many of them.
So
I know
many.
I'm forgetting a bunch of them, but I think it gives us a shot at our market to have such a global artist at her caliber take the time to do something in our market and say, I love this music too. This is so cool. I want to do something because I truly love it, not because I want to take it over
Yeah.
or and I think it's a beautiful thing, and we should embrace it. I mean, it kind of reminds me a little bit about what happened with Frontera. Frontera.
Yeah. You're right about that too.
Excuse me, because a lot of same thing again. It's Frontera de Tejanos. They're not Tejanos. They're Tejanos, man. They're from McAllen.
Yeah.
They're all Mexican Americans, and they do Tejano song, Tejano cumbias or Tejano music with a norteño feel along the lines of Duelo and Intocable and Signo and Sólido,
Sólido.
Lucky Joe. All these guys do that style. These guys got a massive shot in the arm again by Edgar Barrera, who's behind a lot of the songs, who had a lot of connections and teamed them up with some big artists, which again brought attention to our market, the
Hmm.
Tejanos. So we need to embrace that. I mean, we need to embrace anything good that's going to grow our market because I think that's the only way we continue with Tejano music. We need more youth. And
Yeah.
Frontera has done that, man. Carol G, she's not a Tejana, by no means, she's Colombiana, but bringing this song into her world and bringing all these Tejanos into her world and bringing her world into our world, it's a good thing.
Yeah.
It's really, really a good thing, and I think it's only going to help the market. I mean, that's my opinion. I respect everyone's opinion. I respect. That's why we live in this country, and we can say
Yeah.
whatever we
Exactly.
want. You can think the way you want, and if you do think it's a bad thing, well, I respect that. And you don't have to listen to the song. Este,
Exactly.
you don't have to support the artist. That's why we live in this country. We do what we love. what we're allowed to, what we have the liberty to do. And como te digo, I respect everybody's opinion. Some people have sent me messages, incredible positive messages, and then, well, you know what? I don't think I've received any bad messages yet. But everybody, it's just like a love fest I think we did something really cool for the market, and I think it's gonna help, and I think it's gonna inject some youth into our market, which is what we need. You need youth to keep it going. I'm from the old school. Yo soy de los viejones, man. And you gotta think the Tejano of the 70s, you know, your Little Joes, your Stanley Osunas, Jimmy Edwards, Agustino Ramirez, is not the Tejano of the 80s, man. And the 80s, we went from the orchestra to the keyboards, and you got Mas, you got La Mafia, La Sombra, Los Dinos came into play there. And then the Tejano, the 80s Tejano was not the one of the 90s. It evolves. It evolves. It changes. You know, different elements come into play. Back in the day, you didn't hear that many cumbias.
Right.
It was more like rancheras, what they call rancheras, polquitas, you know. And then all of a sudden in the 90s, puras cumbias. It was still Tejano, but it was Tejano. Eran cumbias tejanas. So I think we should embrace change, positive change, because it is going to be good for the market. And we need the youth to keep the market going. That's my humble opinion. You don't have to agree with me, but that's what I believe. I've been doing this for 40 years, and I've been doing it with really amazing people. And I think this is a good thing. And that's all I can say. And to all the people that have heard the song and loved it, I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. I want to say to Carol and to Edgar Barrera y todo el equipo de ahí de Carol G, gracias por la oportunidad. And if you haven't heard the song, go check it out, man. You get it's all over the place. And I think this song is gonna, there's gonna be a before and after in the Tejano industry. Maybe not right now, maybe not next week, but you're gonna see there's gonna be an influx of youth. And I think, I'm not saying that this song's gonna do it all by itself, because I think the Tejano market is growing already, but this is gonna it's gonna help. I'm not gonna say that this song is gonna change the world or change Tejano music forever, but it will help. It will help.
Yeah. It'll definitely take it off of life support right now. if you would.
Agarra my camaradas, you know, David Lee Garza, Signo, Sólido. I mean, I know Jay Perez. They're working bands, man. They're out there working week after weekend. So sí se puede, man. I'm not saying it's the same Tejano of 1995, 94. It's not.
No.
But there is room for us as a market, and we need to keep trying to make it bigger. But we need youth. We need the interest of the chavalada. Because nosotros ya somos los viejones. Yo voy para afuera ya, man. Nosotros we're the old generation. Yeah. And, you know, we have to, in a certain way, also mentor the young generation. I've always said, like, you know, when they do like the Tejano Awards or the Tejano fan fairs and all that in San Antonio, I think they should do some workshops, man, for some of these new up-and-coming bands, and have producers and writers and artists that have been doing this to mentor some of these young bands and some of the do's and don'ts, and just, you know, guide them in the music industry, what the industry is. And we should do a little bit. We have to mentor a little bit more. We have to educate a little bit more, and we have to respect the craft. I mean, a little bit more, I think.
Facts. Very, very, very true. That's right. And a big shout out to our friends from La Fiebre, Joe Angel, Reynosa, and también also Rudy Rocha también. They love the song. Pete, congratulations y saludos.
Compadre de La Fiebre, we go back a long way, man. I haven't talked to him in a long time. Saludos para ellos. Felicidades. And keep it going, man. I know a lot of these bands. Sometimes we forget they're out there. They're hustling, man, every weekend. So we have to support these bands. You know, we can talk the talk, but we need to walk the walk now. We need to go out there, support the bailes, the concert, the festivals, lo que sea, the Jamaica, lo que sea. We need to go out there and support these bands, man. Because I mean, some of these bands, I mean, I know a lot of musicians have extra jobs on the side and to try to keep going to,
Trying to
to
keep
get to
going.
that point where you're sustained yourself as a musician or as a singer, as a band, and it's hard, buddy. It's really hard. And I'm telling you, a lot of people probably think, well, no, but Peter Astudillo, pues, he was with Selena and he wrote these big hits. He can probably call anybody, hey, you want a song? And they're gonna, it's not true, man. It's hard, man. I've been rejected a lot of times, and not that long ago, man. Even in the last year, I've sent songs to people like, no, I don't think it's that. No, no nos queda. And you roll with the punches. Just because I wrote Como La Flor doesn't mean that every song I put out there, people are gonna want it or like it. But I mean, you roll with the punches and you keep going, because this is an industry, man, that you have to be able to take the punches and the rejections and the criticism to go to the next level.
To the next level.
step.
Keep going.
Yeah, because it's hard, man. It's hard to do what we do, and then when people put you down, híjole, it's even harder. So let's lift each other up. Let's help each other. They always say about the bucket, the crabs in the bucket. Let's not be that, man. Let's lift each other up. Let's help each other. When there's a baile, when there's a festival, let's support our bands that we love, and let's try to keep the onda going, and let's just try to be positive about it, man. In any way, shape, or form, I've always tried to be positive, and I will continue to do that. And if I can mentor younger bands and give advice to whoever wants to listen, I'd be more than happy to.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Coming from the legendary Pete Astudillo, ladies and gentlemen. So it's that I'm sure that answered a lot of you folks' questions out there. Just setting it straight that he wasn't going to get into detail with any of what's going on right now. I know he's been a very busy person right now, también as well. You've been getting calls from Rolling Stone. We're talking about big Billboard magazine. You've been all over the place, man. I already talked to your people already. You've been busy.
I don't believe my life sometimes, because I'm incredibly blessed. Y te lo digo en serio. I've said this before. I come from very humble beginnings. Mi familia, claro, somos de México, del estado de Guerrero. A little ranchito named Tuzantlan, Guerrero. My dad came to this country, the American dream, and I was finally born here in Laredo many years ago. And we were migrant workers. I worked in the beets, la cebolla, el pepino. I did that, man, with my family for many years. Then after that, we became restaurateurs. We had a little restaurant. I was a dishwasher. I was a cook, line cook. I was a mesero. So I'm not ashamed of my past, man. And what I'm trying to say is, you have to strive and not let your past define you. Because I went from the fields to the dishes to some of the biggest stages in the world, next to Selena y los Tíos. And then to co-write some of the music with A.B., an amazing songwriter, producer, my compadre, with Ricky Vela, with Selena herself. And then to, all those years have passed. I worked, with David Lee Garza, Los Musicales, with the Cumbia Kings, in Mexico, Banda MS, Thalía, Olga Tañón. I've done some of my music. And I don't even believe my life sometimes. And I know where I started, and I know where I'm at now. And then to have this happen now, but I never forget where I came from, man. Because si te olvidas de dónde vienes, te pierdes en el camino para dónde vas. So never forget where you come from. But your humble beginnings, or what you have to do at the beginning, doesn't define you. It's always moving forward. But never be ashamed of your past, man. You know what? Yo trabajé en la labor. I had ampollas on my fingers and on my hands, and I'd wash dishes, and I cooked, and I was a bus boy, and you name it. But that created the man that I am today, and I'm proud to say it. Very, very proud to say it. Wow. So no se me rajen, mi gente. No se rajen, man. No se rajen. But do the work, man. You got to do the work. Do the work. And
never forget.
Did I've noticed that sometimes people don't want to do the work, man. And back in the day, or they still today, they call it paying your dues. You got to pay your dues, and you got to be prepared, man. When you get on stage, you're gonna put on a show, man. You're gonna put on a show. You got to respect your audience. Get on stage. I'm not saying you have to have sparkly suits on or rhinestones y toda la fregada. But, look sharp. If you're all dressed the same, or everybody's dressed the same, or this is their outfits, everybody looks good. You're always facing your audience. Know the material. If you're a singer, know your songs. You don't need a phone on. You don't need to be singing like this. You don't need an iPad. Learn your material. Learn your songs. Respect the audience. When the song is over, engage with your audience. Don't get a beer and start talking to the drummer. No, man, respect your audience. You're there to put on a show. So learn your craft, learn your instrument. Singers, learn your songs. And when you're out there, engage with your crowd, connect with your crowd. No matter if it's 10 people, 20, 100, 10,000. We all start the same way, compadre. Selena, I played shows with her when there was 40 people at her show, man. Selena, believe it or not. Todos empezamos igual. No es como empiezas, es como terminas, compadre.
Yeah. Take that, guys. A lot of you youngsters out there right now that are just getting started in the business right now. It's not easy. Definitely not easy. Some great advice coming from Mr. Pete Astudillo. Yeah. So it's a very, very big challenge, man. So finally, Pete, as we get here to wrap things up, I know it's you've got, like I said, you've got a lot on your plate as well. What's next for you? Let me ask you this: if Carol G and her team was to call you tomorrow and ask you to write another song, what would be your answer?
I leave right now. No, of course, compadre. But not only Carol G. I mean,
anybody out there that
last year, last year, I worked with Jennifer Pena. She called me up out of the blue, and she goes, "Pete, you know what? I want to work on a song with you." And I hadn't talked to her in a long time. Her and I would go back a long way because it's there. Of course, she was with Abraham, but so was I. And she called me, and I said, "You want to write? Let's do it." And we wrote this song. I wrote a song with her called Wakala, and I produced a song for her. Great musicians, great song. If you haven't seen the video, again, the same thing. I get a little feedback, a little throwback on that one. People like, what a horrible name and this and that. But the song, it was supposed to be kind of ¿cómo te diré? It was supposed to be chusca. It was supposed to be kind of funny, a serious topic, but in a funny way. There's nothing in this world that hasn't been written before. It's just a matter of saying it a little different. And she wanted me to use that word. And I said, you know what, let's do it. And I approached it with her, and we wrote the song. We put it was really well put together. I thought she sounds amazing, man. Jennifer sounds amazing. She sang the heck out of it, and it had success. And but I said, I really thought it was going to have a bit more success because I thought the song was good. She sounded amazing on it. And that's what I mean. We talked the talk, well, why don't you give songs to other people? Well, I did. And a lot of people kind of shut it down with that before giving it a chance. So I'm just saying, give us a chance, give them a chance. I worked with David Lee last year on this song también. The year before that, I worked, A.B. Quintanilla recorded one of my songs, Del Rey de la Cumbia, with Lefty SM, the rapper, que en paz descanse. So no, my compadre, I work with anyone and everyone pretty much. I mean, it's impossible to work with todo mundo. I mean, I have a life. But I'm open, man. And for example, this song that we just put out, Goodbye Texas Tornado, I'm working with Chris Perez, Tex Maniacs, Louis the Singer, Rene Gasca. I mean, great guys. We're also my friends. Pero if it clicks, it clicks, man. If a song sounds good, if you like the song, if the song is good, give it a chance. That's what I'm saying. No matter who sings it, no where it came from. I always use as an example. Back in the day, my compadre, se me va la onda, Hugo Guerrero from Fandango USA.
Okay.
When he Charanga. I remember a lot of people, and I love that song. Because I grew up listening to that song here in Laredo. And I remember to be like, what the hell is that? It's not Tejano, it's not a cumbia, like it's a charanga, It's, and like but when the song is good, it's good, and the song took over, man. But that's what I
Right.
mean. You
Yeah.
gotta give it something. You gotta give it a chance. Be open minded, because I remember a lot of people at first were like, "It's not Tejano. What is that?"
Mhm.
But sure enough, everybody's doing charanga. Un saludo para mi compadre Hugo Guerrero. También if he's perhaps watching. Same thing with Javier Molina with Cowboy Cumbia.
Yeah.
I remember a
Good.
lot of people like, dude, that's not a cumbia. What the hell's wrong with that? And then the song just took over. If the song is good, the song is good. Bottom
Yeah.
line.
Bottom line, guys. That's it. So this one is out, guys, right here. Check this one out right here. It's out. Goodbye, Texas Tornado, all right? Featuring Pete Astudillo. Well, Pete Astudillo featuring the Tex Maniacs, Chris Bettis, and Louis the Singer, guys. Now available on all digital platforms. Go out there, add it to your playlist. That's one right there that's out también. Also, you can stream that song. And also the new one there from Carol G también that's out.
Yeah,
And why not? Go out there and stream it, guys, también as well.
yeah, and you can also go to my YouTube channel. If you want to go to my YouTube
También.
channel, we're gonna start up putting up a bunch of videos and stuff like that. But Goodbye Texas Tornadoes on there. It's out on all digital platforms. Go get it. Share with everyone. It's a tribute to a great man, to a great band, the Texas Tornadoes, and I think they deserve a little bit more credit. That's what we wanted to do: awareness, educate, and just have fun, man. We had a blast recording that song, man. So I mean, it was a lot of fun working with my friends. And la raza, man, come on, let's keep it positive. Let's keep it upbeat. Let's lift each other up. And at the end of the day, it's music. If you like it, you like it. If you don't have to listen to it. That's the beauty of our country.
That's
So, but let's keep it positive. Let's lift each other up, and let's grow our market. But we do need youth in our market, and I think a song like this one helps. It's not going to change the market 100%. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm not saying this song is going to change the world. I'm saying it helps because it brings in a different audience. It brings her audience into our world, and that's a lot of people. And we need,
Oh, yeah.
we need all the people we can get in our market, especially the youth.
Yeah, 100% right there. Pete, always great catching up with you. We're going to do it again soon, so you guys be on the lookout for that. You never know what's up his sleeve and what he's working on.
We do have. We're working on this one. Of course, we just started working on it on the promo. But I want to say by the end of September, we're going back to our roots. We're not going to stop doing cumbias, which is what I do. So by the end of September, si Dios quiere, we're coming out with a cumbia. Si Dios quiere, so be looking out for that. But I'll let you know about it.
Yeah, for sure. And it's going to be your cumbia, right? Is going to be this all Pete Astudillo. Nice.
Yeah. We got two more singles before the year's over.
Awesome. So you guys stay tuned for that. Follow him on his Facebook page, también social media sites, Instagram as well. Where can they find you? Where can they find you on Instagram?
Instagram is Pete Astudillo Official. I think there's a couple of fake ones out there. So Pete Astudillo Official. And on Facebook, there's a Pete Astudillo page that used to belong to me, but it got hacked and I've been having problems with it. So I've been using my band page, which is Techno, Teknomex, Technomex. So that's what I'm doing. And this week, after a lot of insistence from my people that help me out, we're doing a TikTok channel because a lot of people have been calling me, goes, hey, I'm following you on I'm on TikTok with you. Like, I don't have a TikTok channel. And then people have been asking me, is that not you on TikTok? It's not me. So there's a TikTok channel right now. That's not me. But si Dios quiere, next week, there will be an official TikTok channel for Pete Astudillo.
Awesome. You can find out. He's going to be doing all kinds of stuff on that channel. I guarantee you guys. So be on the lookout for that. But you got to follow, him on Instagram, of course, as well. Pete Astudillo Official. And then you can also follow him on Technomex on Facebook, right? On their band page. Give him a follow, guys. You'll keep up with all the stuff that he's got up and coming as well.
Hey, compadre, just sinceramente, como te digo, just thank you, man. Thank you. Like I said, I've been doing this for a long time. And I still get excited. I still love creating. I still love the process and working with amazing people. So God willing, I got a little bit more gas left in me, and hopefully maybe even some shows. Who knows? Pero a toda la raza, man, it's been so kind to me, so gracious, so showing me so much love for over 40 years. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. Go get our new music and let's keep it positive. Let's lift up our people, my people. Let's lift up the raza. Let's do it, man.
Let's do it. Let's do it right there. Gracias once again, Pete. Always good talking to you. We will catch up very, very soon right here. To everybody out there that joined us here on the live, thank you from wherever you joined in, guys. We appreciate you. The legendary Pete Astudillo. Until next time.
Peace out.